As a filmmaker, photographer, I rely on filters to maintain optimal settings within my camera. I also use them a lot to achieve different effects, whether it's color effects, diffusion effects, polarizing effects on my images. And if you are a filmmaker, you've probably most likely heard of filters before. Filters come in all shapes and sizes, whether they're circular that screw on to the end of your lens, or a matte box that is more rectangular that you just slide in and you can layer different filters. All of these different filters are really the secret ingredient to obtaining a unique high quality image. There are several brands of filters out there. Freewell to polarpro to Tiffin. You'd go and Google filters and you're gonna have 10, 15 brands that come up that you can choose from. I'm here to just give you some knowledge on filters to begin with. So if you're new to filters, this is gonna be a great video for you. But also give you the brand that I think is at the best price point. So just kind of that overall best filter system that you can have to really obtain high quality images, unique images that are gonna tell the story best for you. All right guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, I appreciate you stopping by. We're growing out the mustache, it's Movember. If you are looking to donate to the men's health cause, link is down in the description. That's the reason I'm growing this ridiculous mustache out. It's not something I usually do. Definitely not. Lens filters are a piece of glass, usually circular or rectangle, that provide a specific effect to your image, usually affecting the amount of exposure of your shot. Exposure is the amount of a light that is coming in through your lens and hitting the sensor. Filters don't just reduce the amount of light, they actually affect the way the light is actually hitting your sensor. So really what it comes down to is 4 different filters that every filmmaker, cinematographer, photographer should have in their bag that we're gonna walk through right now. UV filters, or ultraviolet filters, are a simple piece of glass that go over the front of your element to protect it from nicks, scratches, dust, water, moisture, elements, and it's just that first line of defense to your lens. ND filters, or neutral density filters, are one of the most common filters out on the market. In filmmaking, it is extremely important that you keep an optimal shutter speed at double your frame rate. So if we're shooting in 120 frames per second, then our shutter speed is gonna be 1/240 or 250 in most common settings. So an ND filter allows us the flexibility to maintain a lower aperture, which gives us that really nice depth of field, you know, that just blown out background that everyone loves. CPL, or circular polarized linear filter. A polarized filter gives you the benefits of the polarization effect, which has the ability to reduce all of those unwanted light streaks that blur the subject of your shot. CPLs also help to reduce water reflections, minimize haze, darken and boost blue skies, and give you richer colors in your image. Diffusion filters. If you've ever seen those romantic films where the light's just like, it's like got this mist or haze around the light, that's a diffusion filter. And cinematographers, filmmakers use these filters to really achieve an effect on the image they're trying to create, or the mood they're trying to create within the film. Mist filters are a perfect example of this. And a lot of times we still have to be able to adjust for aperture, ISO, and our shutter speed. Now, if we're controlling the light, that's one thing, but when we're outside and we're trying to control the light or the setting, then we have to have that flexibility to be able to have a mist filter with a variable ND filter that can also be used simultaneously. Okay, so as you can imagine, it just becomes a huge pain in the ass to have to change out all these filters, especially when you're running gun situation, but having to dig into your bag, grab 2 separate filter cases, one for a 2 to 5 stop or a 6 to 9 stop, and have all these different cases, whether it's a polarizing, a mist filter, color filters, you name it. You would have to carry all of this stuff within your bag. Not only that, it gets really expensive having to have all these different filters. I'm really excited to share with you guys Freewell's variable ND magnetic filter system. For the longest time, I have been using the first edition of Peter McKinnon polarpro's variable ND filters, the 2 to 5 stop and the 6 to 9 stop. I can't say enough good things about these filters. The quality image that are provided out of these two filters are extremely good. So the way Freewell designed this filter system, it essentially gives you 8 different filter features with 20 different functions. And we're gonna walk through each one of those. Before we do that, I just wanted to show the ease of use. So right now, I currently have a 6 to 9 stop on there, but I can quickly switch it in and out. Like if I wanted to throw on the 2 to 5 stop, all I would have to do is pop this off, way overexposed, throw on the 2 to 5. Oh, that's the CPL. So there's my 2 to 5, and then adjust from there. So I'm still a little overexposed right here, but the ease of use, I mean, that took 2 seconds. The other really cool thing is they give you this really nice case. It's a leather case, pulls up. You can see all the different filters. It's all labeled correctly. Everything can be compact right in this little case. It's got a little belt loop or a carabiner clip that you can just clip right to the outside of your bag. So again, just making it that much easier to run and gun situation, pull it out. It's durable, strap it on, and you're out. All of those 4 filters that we just talked about is all right in here. So the Freewell magnetic system comes with a 2 to 5 stop, a 6 to 9 stop, a mist 2 to 5, a mist 6 to 9 stop, a CPL, and an ND CPL. So you're getting polarized, you're getting diffusion, you're getting ND, you're getting variable NDs, not to mention just a sweet lens cap just to throw right on the top. Like, you can just snap. It's got a great magnetic system. Are they gonna be strong enough? If I take this thing out into the wild, take it out hiking, and I'm swinging my camera around or whatever the case may be, I wanna know that it's protected. I wanna know that these things aren't just gonna go flying off. I just paid almost $400 for these things. I wanna make sure they're protected. I did it, I've tried to get them to come off, and they work so well. So to quickly interrupt this video, I wanted to just give a shout out to Cuts. I'm a partner with them. They are rocking a 30% discount right now. They have a new winter collection that just came out with some amazing colors, new hats. I mean, they have these new loose fitting shirts if that's more your style. But one of the things I love most about Cuts is being able to have a stylish apparel but also comfortable. Like, as a run and gun filmmaker, photographer, I wanna be comfortable. I wanna be able to move. I don't wanna be constricted by my clothing, and they just offer that. So definitely check it out. At checkout, make sure you use the code DrewTooley. It's down in the description. Sorry to interrupt the video. Back to filters. Super hyped on these things. You first start with your base ring, and that just screws on to the end of your lens. From there, you have your base ND filter. You also have a base mist ND filter. Both of these filters give you 1 stop of ND, a variable ND 2 to 5 stop, which also doubles as a CPL. Then you have your variable ND 6 to 9 stop, which also doubles as an ND 32 CPL. All of these filters in one little pack just give you so much flexibility, so much diversity in being able to create some sort of unique, high quality image for your film. If you purchase the step-up rings through Freewell, you're gonna get that, but then you're also going to need another base ring for the magnetic system. Not a big deal. You just have to purchase, which they do sell separately, the base ring. You can also purchase the lens cap for that specific lens. So essentially what it will look like is, if I have this lens, I have my whole system ready to go. And now all I have to do is, this is a 67, but I put it to an 82. There's a step-up ring, and then I have my base ring on top of that step-up ring, and then my lens cap. But I can use every single one of these filters within this system now. Freewell is not sponsoring this video. They didn't give these to me for free. I just really like the product they gave or they created. All right guys, so that's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of this. I hope I gave you a little bit more explanation onto what filters do, how you can use them to achieve a higher quality image, different effects. That's all I got. Go create, enjoy, use these filters. They're amazing. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate you stopping by. Subscribe, like, do all the things.
Thinking it's about time that you know